A BTS impersonator was sentenced to prison. The recent accusations against HYBE slams back. And lastly, BTS's advice on how to win at life. A man in his 20s has been sentenced to a year in prison after the Seoul Criminal Appeal Department confirmed his conviction for impersonating members of the popular idol group BTS and illicitly obtaining sensitive information. This information included details about their military service and unreleased music tracks. The court upheld the initial sentence in response to an appeal by the accused, known as Mr. A, against the one-year prison term initially decreed. The legal troubles for Mr. A started when he reportedly used his mobile phone to impersonate a BTS member, specifically engaging in communications with music industry insiders under the guise of BTS's Suga. During these exchanges, he managed to acquire an unreleased guide recording from a producer identified only as Mr. B between August and September 2022. In a further deception in November of the same year, Mr. A posed as Mr. B to gather personal details from Suga about his album preparations and military service. Additionally, Mr. A assumed the identity of another BTS member, V, and secured over 10 unreleased guide music tracks from various producers. His actions led to further allegations, including unauthorized access to sensitive album release details, music, and personal schedules, resulting in charges of business obstruction. The initial trial court underscored the financial and reputational damages suffered by the BTS members and their management due to these breaches. Despite appeals from both Mr. A and the prosecution for a lighter sentence, the Court of Appeal upheld the original verdict, highlighting the severe intangible harm inflicted upon the victims and the complex nature of fully remedying the damages caused. Reports also note that Mr. A had a previous career in the music industry, contributing to the production of songs for several well-known idol groups. This isn't the first time something like this happened. In the past, a South Korean Ministry of Foreign Affairs employee stirred controversy after attempting to sell a hat forgotten by BTS's Jungkook for approximately $70,000. The sale sparked significant public backlash, prompting a police investigation. The individual involved, a government official, subsequently surrendered to the authorities. The incident traces back to a BTS concert in Busan, where fans spotted an advertisement on a resale website offering Jungkook's hat. The seller, confirming his identity as a ministry employee, included his ID in the post for verification. The backstory provided by the seller indicated that Jungkook had accidentally left his hat at the ministry's passport department during a visit in September for diplomatic passport issuance. Despite the hat being unclaimed for 6 months after being reported as found, no efforts were made by the owner to retrieve it. The seller justified his actions by claiming legal ownership after the waiting period. The advertisement detailed that the hat was a used Kangol brand bucket hat personally worn by Jungkook. The seller anticipated the hat's value would increase over time due to its celebrity association and stated that the transaction would be conducted via mail only, targeting serious buyers and maintaining a firm price stance. However, as negative reactions surged online, the seller removed the listing, which had reportedly been successful in finding a buyer. The police's involvement escalated when the seller handed over the hat and turned himself in on October 18th. The Seocho police station was investigating the matter, considering the implications for the passport division. The public has criticized the seller's actions, viewing them as inappropriate for a civil servant and unethical, given the sentimental value and personal connection of the item. Opinions expressed online suggest that the more appropriate action would have been to contact HYBE, BTS's management company, to facilitate the return of the hat or to discuss alternative solutions rather than proceeding with a sale. This incident has led to broader discussions about the integrity of civil servants and the legal ramifications of such actions, highlighting the delicate balance between legal rights and ethical responsibilities in handling lost property. And another incident happened when a Korail employee was discovered accessing BTS RM's personal information from the company's passenger database, an action that has sparked considerable concern. An internal audit revealed that the employee, referred to as A, had misused their IT department privileges to look up RM's ticket number, phone number, and address linked to his Korail website account. The investigation by SBS detailed that between 2019 and 2021, employee A had accessed RM's travel itinerary, including a specific trip from Seoul to Dongdaegu in January 2021. Over 3 years, RM's personal details were viewed 18 times by this employee. Employee A confessed to seeking out RM's location to watch him in person, and even coordinated seating with a friend to be near the artist. At Coral, access to customers' personal data is restricted to authorized departments for legitimate business purposes only. However, due to their role in IT, Employee A had the capability to access this sensitive information, which they did for personal reasons. The breach was discovered when Employee A bragged to an acquaintance about knowing RM's whereabouts, who then reported this unethical behavior. Following the report of the breach, Coral conducted a thorough audit but couldn't ascertain the extent to which the leaked information had spread publicly. During this time, it also came to light that Employee A had leaked another colleague's personal information on a public broadcast, a fact unknown to the victim until approached by SBS. Coral's audit committee recommended suspending the employee for breaching customer privacy policies. Despite the severity of the breach, including multiple unauthorized accesses over 3 years, the employee defended their actions as driven by curiosity and expressed regret over their mistakes. The situation took a turn when, after initially being dismissed, Employee A appealed the decision. The Central Labor Relations Commission later ordered Coral to reinstate the employee, a decision revealed by Kim Doo-gwan of the Democratic Party of Korea. This decision came despite the clear violations of the Personal Information Protection Act, which mandates that personal data only be accessed for necessary service-related processes. This case not only highlights the vulnerabilities in data protection mechanisms, but also raises significant ethical questions about employee conduct and the adequacy of penalties for privacy violations. Despite the reinstatement, the incident underscores the critical need for stringent measures to protect personal information and prevent misuse within organizations. In a recent Instagram Live broadcast, Latin music star J Balvin excitedly shared that he has been working on new music with BTS. This revelation has stirred considerable anticipation among fans, although Balvin also tempered expectations by noting that the release date for the song is still undecided. The origins of this unexpected collaboration could trace back to the Grammy Awards in 2022, where Balvin and BTS first met, sparking speculations about future joint projects. With the BTS members scheduled to complete their military service obligations and expected back in 2025, fans are eagerly discussing the potential debut of the song post their hiatus. During the Instagram session, Balvin mentioned that he and BTS had recorded vocals for a song prior to the group's military enlistment, yet he remained unsure whether the track would ultimately be released. This uncertainty has not deterred fans from speculating that it could be unveiled after BTS's return. J Balvin's interactions with BTS members have been hinting at a partnership for some time. A notable moment was when Balvin had a friendly exchange with BTS's J-Hope and Jimin at a Dior show, which further fueled collaboration rumors. These speculations intensified after Balvin posted a photo with BTS following their meeting at the Grammys. The collaboration idea seemed even more plausible when Jungkook, the youngest BTS member, expressed in a 2023 interview his interest in working with Latin artists, including Becky G, Rosalia, and J Balvin. Adding to the excitement, Balvin shared an Instagram story where he enjoyed Jungkook's track 7, featuring actress Han So-hee and American rapper Latto. He accompanied this with a playful image captioned Jungkook en la vibra, translating to Jungkook on the vibe. Despite these promising hints, there has been no official confirmation yet that the collaboration has been finalized. Fans remain hopeful, closely following both artists for any updates that might bring this exciting musical fusion to fruition. In a recent development in the ongoing dispute between HYBE and Adore, the latter has called on HYBE to cease spreading unwarranted suspicions about those associated with Adore's CEO, Min Hee-jin. This request was part of a press statement released by Adore on May 16th. The controversy centers around a meeting that was organized by an analyst known only as A, which included various stakeholders in the K-culture investment sphere. The gathering aimed to discuss the potential growth of not just K-pop agencies, but also drama and game production companies and the broader cultural industries, all while exploring food spots in Seoul. According to Adore, HYBE misrepresented a casual lunch involving Vice President S and Analyst A as a secretive attempt to find investors for selling Adore, which Adore strongly refutes. Adore clarified that during the lunch, Vice President S simply discussed Ador's market value to understand current market trends, and there was no serious continuation of talks regarding selling Ador to external investors. They highlighted that with HYBE holding 80% of Ador's shares, it's currently impossible for anyone to seize control of Ador. Furthermore, in a follow-up meeting involving HYBE's team leader K from the IR department and CEO Park Ji-won, the meal was mentioned but described as a routine business lunch with no hidden agendas. Ador criticized HYBE for transforming regular business interactions into controversial issues by attaching terms like seizing control or audit to them. Additionally, Ador revealed that CEO Min Hee-jin consulted with analyst A regarding her shareholders' contract upon the recommendation of HYBE's CEO, Park Ji-won. During this consultation, she received general advice about what terms might be fair given Ador's growth and market value, without any exchange of classified information. Despite the consultations being suggested by Park Ji-won, Ador implies that HYBE later viewed these consultations negatively. A year after these events, Min Hee-jin reportedly found problematic clauses in her contract that restricted her future business activities and immediately addressed these issues with Park Ji-won, who responded by indicating that she should have reviewed the contract more carefully. This has led Ador to suggest that HYBE harbors a vendetta against Min Hee-jin, aiming to undermine her credibility and isolate her within the industry. Ador accused HYBE of using unrelated issues to target Min Hee-jin and her associates, suggesting this is part of a strategy to blame them for the recent fall in HYBE's stock prices, despite Ador's positive contributions to the company. They emphasized that Vice President S had only been in his position for just over 3 months, making any claims of him being Min Hee-jin's right hand an exaggeration. In response to these ongoing issues, Ador has announced its intention to request a separate investigation by the Financial Supervisory Service into HYBE's actions, signaling a further escalation in this corporate dispute. HYBE Labels has responded to this recent statement made by Ador CEO Min Hee-jin, expressing a firm stance on the issues raised. In their communication, HYBE highlighted discrepancies in Min Hee-jin's earlier comments about her interactions with financial analysts and potential investors. HYBE refuted Min Hee-jin's claims that discussions about taking over a company's management were merely casual conversations. They pointed to evidence suggesting that more substantial discussions had taken place than Min Hee-jin had previously acknowledged. In her press conference on April 25th, Min Hee-jin had dismissed allegations of conspiring with outside investors, challenging HYBE to produce these alleged investors. HYBE, in their statement, accused her of misleading the public by denying meetings with investors, asserting that the truth is gradually emerging and that they would await further revelations from legal investigations. Furthermore, HYBE specifically requested that Min Hee-jin not refer to her statements as representing Ador's side, arguing that the controversy does not involve the subsidiary company as a whole, but is rather an issue of individual actions driven by greed, involving only a few executives. In a lighter note, Ador's girl group NewJeans is set to perform at the upcoming 2024 Korea On Stage New Generation event. The performance will air on KBS 2 on May 21st, featuring the group performing Cool With You. This event is anticipated to highlight the talents of the new generation of K-pop artists. BTS transcends their musical talents, offering a profound impact on mental health and empowerment. Their journey from modest beginnings in a cramped one-bedroom apartment to global stardom illustrates a narrative of perseverance and resilience. Despite training for extensive hours under less than ideal conditions, BTS has managed to connect deeply with fans worldwide, earning the affectionate title of Korea's Pride from their loyal followers, ARMYs. The group not only excels in the music industry, but also serves as role models. Their lyrics and personal stories resonate with fans, offering messages of hope and strength. Their influence extends beyond music, with ARMY members finding solace and support in the group's messages during challenging times. One significant aspect of BTS's impact is their advocacy for self-love and mental health awareness. The group's core message encourages individuals to love themselves more deeply, a sentiment echoed in their collaborations and public speeches, such as their partnership with UNICEF in the Love Myself campaign. The campaign emphasizes the importance of self-acceptance and the realization that self-love is a journey, not a destination. BTS also challenges the stigmas associated with rest and productivity. They advocate for rest as a necessary part of life, unlinked from productivity, highlighting the importance of taking time for oneself without feeling guilty. This perspective is particularly relevant in today's hustle culture, where personal value is often measured by output. Moreover, BTS emphasizes the significance of self-definition and resilience against external criticisms. They inspire their fans to maintain authenticity and self-respect despite external pressures and criticisms. Their messages encourage fans to embrace their individuality and resist societal pressures. Mental health is another critical area where BTS has made significant contributions. By openly discussing their struggles and normalizing conversations about mental health, they help destigmatize these issues. Their openness provides a platform for dialogue and support, making it easier for fans to seek help and express their feelings. BTS's narrative reinforces the concept that everyone is a work in progress. They share their journey of personal growth and the challenges they face, reminding fans that it's okay to be imperfect and that life is a continuous process of learning and evolving. Continuing with the theme of mental wellness and personal growth, BTS members have often shared how they manage stress and maintain their mental health, drawing on simple yet profound life lessons that resonate deeply with their fans. Namjuning, a term popularized by BTS's leader RM, refers to his practice of engaging with nature to find peace and balance. RM has expressed that activities such as visiting museums, growing plants, and biking through green spaces like mountains and parks help him stay grounded. He believes that these moments of solitude in nature are crucial for maintaining his sanity and avoiding public outbursts. This approach emphasizes the importance of connecting with the natural world as a way to handle the pressures of fame and public life. Similarly, Jimin has found solace in running, which helps him silence the internal chatter that often overwhelms him. Starting with short distances, Jimin has gradually increased his stamina and now finds running to be a therapeutic activity that allows him valuable time alone to clear his mind. This physical activity not only boosts his fitness, but also provides mental clarity. The conversation around mental health is further enriched by the song Magic Shop, which is inspired by the notion that one deserves the love they extend to others. This track, drawing from the themes of self-worth and personal significance, reminds listeners that they are valuable and deserve to shine brightly, much like the stars that light up the night sky. BTS also addresses the pressures of productivity and the societal expectations to continually achieve. Jungkook, known for his diligence, has spoken about the importance of hard work, but also recognizes that outcomes are separate from effort. He advocates for maintaining a balance between work and play, emphasizing that enjoying life's simpler moments can be just as fulfilling as achieving professional success. Additionally, the group discusses the inevitability of facing criticism and negativity, particularly in the public eye. RM and J-Hope, for instance, speak about accepting that not everyone will love or approve of you, which is a normal part of life. They stress the importance of focusing on the love and support of those who do appreciate you, rather than the negativity from critics. This mindset helps them and their fans navigate the complexities of fame and personal relationships. In their variety show, Run BTS, the members participate in light-hearted competitions that underscore the importance of enjoying the little things in life. Whether competing for food or engaging in playful challenges, they demonstrate that happiness often lies in simple, everyday joys, laughing with friends, enjoying a meal, or just being silly. Through all these discussions, BTS conveys a crucial message. Remembering your why, your purpose and passion can guide you through difficult times. This reflection helps them stay true to their goals and overcome the challenges they face as a group. By sharing these personal insights and experiences, BTS not only entertains, but also educates and inspires their global audience, promoting a message of self-care, resilience, and the importance of mental health. These lessons from BTS serve as a reminder of the power of self-reflection, the value of nature, and the importance of embracing both the highs and lows of life.